What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again! Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.
Are you ready?
Let's get it. It's time!
Welcome back to another Thursday night episode of Software Explorations. We did not have one last week, but we are back. We are going to continue working on our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data, which we are planning to use on our Saturday morning shows. We'll get a little bit more into that. I just want to say a what's up to everyone. We got Ferris every time Ferris comes around, he only has one thing on his mind. What's up, your car? What's up, Alexis? What's up, me, Masify? How are you guys doing today? I am Tech Coach Ralph. We are engineered to win. Let's get to it. Tonight is Thursday, October 3rd, 2024. We have a good show in store. We're going to get a lot of work done. We're going to have some fun. You know how we do. So with that being said, let's get started with our agenda real quick, and then I'll go and acknowledge all of my friends who are here. We have some good topics, some good work to do. So where is my, all right, there we go. So first and foremost, like I always like to do, I want to say a big thank you to all of the subscribers, the new ones, the old ones, those who watch the pre-recorded, those who hang out with me on the live streams, all of those who reach out to me, however it is that you reach out. I appreciate you all.
I appreciate you.
And I say a big salute to all of my tech savages out there. Those are my tech barbarians. Those are the technical explorers. Those are the tech prodigy members. Shout out to all of you guys who are putting in the work every single day, all day, every day.
We the best.
And shout out to my tech mercenaries. Those are those YouTube members who support the channel, helping it grow. Shout out to you guys. Keep it up.
Let's get it.
And of course, I always have to remember and to mention, shout out to the bag chasers.
Money.
And of course, I gotta always call out my guy, your car, and the tech pookie. Shout out to the tech pookies out there.
Hey.
It's like they'll be in their they will be in their wife beaters, writing up some code in their house shoes and some shorts while watching Don't Be a Menace, while drinking gin. And I can't remember that title is sold. I can't remember, right? But you know the movie I'm talking about. Don't Be a Menace. Do we have a problem? There we go. All right. So shout out to you all. Really, really appreciate it. Do me a big favor on your way in. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time that we go live and drop new content. And go over to techcoachralph.dev, sign up today for free to the Patreon, get access to amazing content like our sprint reviews. I just released a video 2 days ago on how to use Glassdoor and LinkedIn to level up your interview preparations, all of that good stuff over there, right? All right, so I'm just gonna run through this show schedule really, really quick, and because there's one of them that I have to mention by contractual obligation, but other than that, I'm just gonna run through it real quick. All right, so we have Sunday afternoon software explorations working on DevOps. We have our morning shows, Kata and Coffee, in the morning on Mondays and Wednesdays. We do between 7:30 a.m. and 8 a.m. We knock that one out. Tuesday nights we have our Q&A sessions. Great Q&A sessions. You can call in. You can ask questions in the chat. Thursday night software explorations. Tonight we're going to be working on our dictionary app. But Saturday morning, all right, stop the show for Saturday mornings. So this is one under contractual obligation I must mention. We have the men lie, women lie, numbers manipulate show. And that's where we review the weekly economic data, and sometimes we get some additional articles to put them into context to see what in the world is going on with our economy. Why are the dock workers on strike? Why are they trying to ban automation? Why is there such a slow response to the Hurricane Helene? What are we going to do about these other hurricanes that are coming in? Coming behind it. And hurricane season ends at the end of October, I believe, right? So we still have about 27-ish, 28 days to go in hurricane season. So and why is FEMA running out of money? I ask again, why is FEMA running out of money?
I'm in a bind, Nate.
We'll find out on Saturday morning. Nate will join us to answer what can Nate do to help FEMA help the people who have paid into FEMA for all these years, right? So Saturday mornings, men lie, women lie, numbers manipulate. That is hosted, it says it right, remember to mention Mitch and your car. So that is co-hosted by Mitch and your car in the chat. All right, there, I got it out the way. I fulfilled my contractual obligations. So let's keep going. So we also have pre-recorded content. Mondays, candid conversations. Wednesdays, software explorations, concept and overviews, and Fridays, the bug bite. We're going to have a good one tomorrow. And then throughout the week, we have shorts as well as clips from the Q&A show. Still working on getting out some more clips. I'm still strategizing on how I'm going to release those clips from the live shows. But that is everything. All right, so I'm going to check the chat real quick, and then we're going to get to work, all right? So let's see. And Ferris was first, so shout out to Ferris. And my guy, your car says the tech pookies are in the building.
Let's get it.
Shout out to the tech pookies out there. And me, my surprise says, no, they did not kidnap me. I am here. I do not run in the same circles that, as Tim Walsh says, I might have been, sometimes I'm a knucklehead, right? But I do not run in those circles to be involved in that type of activity. We got Alexis in the building. Shout out to Alexis. Marissa says, good evening. Good evening to you as well. And, Ferris and your car and the chat, but mainly good evening to me. I'm just saying. Stop the show. We got my guy in the building, Darcel. What's up, Darcel? How are you doing? Hopefully everything is well. Keep on pushing with that cybersecurity work that you're doing. As my guy Mitch would say, quoting, was it Doris from Nemo? Keep on swimming. Let me see. Your car, she has too many personalities. You can't keep up with who you're talking to. I hear you, your car. It's hard. It says so. TLDR, short answer to your question. America is a third world country that won't admit it's one. That is a good point. I wouldn't bypass, we have to be a second world country before you end up a third world country. That's all I'm going to say, right? I'm just going to say that we have to at least become a second world country before we can become a third world country. That's my opinion on it. Let's see. Let me see. All right, cool. Oh my goodness. Ferris is obsessed. Ferris is obsessed. I'm not even gonna acknowledge that comment, Ferris. My says doing well, by the way, just trying to keep this content going. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Just keep it going. Keep it going. And versus second world countries don't exist. The middle class doesn't exist either. Okay, well. You guys wanted Ferris back? You got him back, all right? You got... You better thank a Ferris. You better thank a Ferris. Oh my goodness. All right. All right. Versus if feelings matter, sure, second world. All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging my feelings, Ferris. And by the way,
Do not come.
all right, let's get started with the show. Let's get started. So the plan for today is that we're going to start up our dictionary app. We're going to start up Mongo. We're going to start up our dictionary API, and then we're going to start up the UI. Pretty much, we weren't here last week, so we got to see what we have to see where we're at. I know that we're trying to get the search thing to work, but we can come back. Actually, no, we do want the search to work. I'm thinking about the wrong app. We do want the search to work. But I think before we even do the search, I think we should try to at least display something on the front end so that we can have a good idea of things are working, right? So let's do this. I'm gonna put up our first 20-minute timer.
It's time to do.
And we're gonna go to here first. And I'm gonna open up a terminal. And why is this still running? All right, let me go here. Let's say Docker PS. What do we have running? We have our currency exchange from Sundays. All right, so let's do Docker PS-A. We need to start I got way too many images or containers. I should get rid of some, but let me see if I can find the one that we're using for the where's the one that we're using for let's see, this is for the dictionary. Let me see. Urban Dictionary. Where is that dictionary one? Hold on. Quotes. Community server. Oh, there we go. UDEC Mongo. All right, so let's do Docker start. All right, we got that, and we're gonna rewrite this into becoming part of a Docker Compose at some point. But we just want to get things working first, right? So now, if we do another Docker, let me zoom back in. Let me clear. Then do Docker PS, and we have. All right, we have it running, UDEC Mongo. So if I start up this API, it's going to start it here. Server started on port 3000, connect to the database. All right, cool. So if I go to Talend, and we go to, let's see, let's do 3000, and did we, all right, we do, so let's do 3000 glossary, and let's see if we get something back. We did not. server start on port 3000. Let's see. API glossary not found. Oh, I have patch. All right, that's why. Let's do get, and we send. There we go. So we have weekly jobless claims 1 and 2, so that works. So what we'll do, we will just temporarily implement something on the front end so that we can see them working together. So this is the, let me go over here. All right, so we're able to see, and we'll add some logging and stuff like that, but I just want to see something working real quick because it's been a while since we worked on this. So this is the front end part of the app, right? Where it's using React, and this is the API for a dictionary that it was using. But we're not going to be using this dictionary. We're going to be using our own thing. So let me do. Oops. So now I'm going to put in http://localhost 3000 / API/glossary / and I'm just going to, just for now, I'm just going to put the ID because we're not going to be searching by the ID, right? We're not going to be searching by the ID, but I'm just going to use ID so that we can make sure that this is actually working. And in order to do that, I need to do this up here to put ID. Do I? No. Search word ID. And we'll do, wait a second. I can use search word actually. That's fine. We just search word because it eventually is going to be a word, right? Let's do this. And now if we were to, all right, so set data is going to say, all right, get the first response for the, I guess not, because, let me think. What's the best way to execute this? I could do it by the ID. It's going to get one particular one. Or I can just get everything. I'll do it by the ID. All right, so let's do that. I'm going to take this because we're getting one particular one. And we're going to, all right, cool. And let's see. So now if we're looking at our schema where we have, we have economic indicator. We have where's the name? I don't have a name in here, do I? We don't have a name. The name is economic indicator. So this should actually be here, I believe. All right. So, fix that. All right, we're going to have to start it over again. But we are going to say, so what we're doing is here, we're going to say, we don't need this right here, but I'll leave it anyways. But we're going to say, data.word. Where is this data.word coming from? Response.data. And then somewhere in here, it's setting the data. So this data. Oh, okay, set data. Oh, okay, I see what they're doing. So set data, all right. So then if we just say data dot economic indicator, or not, let me see. Where did that word come from? Well, let's run it. Let's just run it and see what happens, right? So I'm going to rerun this one. And then we are going to go to here and we're going to run the React app. And we have an error. All right. Import React cannot use import statement outside of a module. What? What are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Cannot use what in the world? Oh, you know, I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is. It's supposed to be, yeah, that's what it is. So we need to do, which file is it? We got to do one of those run commands. Let me see. We could probably set up our, let me see which one it is. NPM, sorry. So I'm just going to go to here. You can't really see it. I'm going to go to edit the configuration. I'm going to add a new configuration. I'm going to say run an npm, and we're going to run the npm start command. That way, when we press run here, it's going to start up the React. It says, would you like to run app on another port because port 3000 is being used? Yes, you can. All right, so now if we go over to this screen, and if I was to take this ID right here, I thought we had to remove these IDs over here, but oh, okay, because, all right, I see what happened, because that one was an earlier one. All right, cool. So if I drop this in here, what will happen? Let's see. Network error. Let's see what I think I know what the network error is actually. Axios network error. We're on port 2001. What does that mean? All right. Let's see. It's probably a CORS error. So let's try to figure out what the error is over here. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a CORS error. But I don't have any logging in here to tell me that. Actually, let's go back over here. If we were to, now that we've got an error, if we look at the console, and yep, it's exactly what I thought. See, CORS error, blocked by CORS policy. I had to, so when you're using microservices, you're going to need to do some type of CORS permission thing. So let's do npm CORS. And what CORS does is a node.js package providing a connect/express middleware that can be used to enable CORS. So what's CORS? Let's find out what CORS is actually. What is CORS? Cross-origin resource sharing, right? and that way it prevents people from like stealing your content, I guess, in a way. So like they can't just hack in like or tap into your API. So let's take a quick look at what that is, right? So cross-origin resource sharing is a mechanism for integrating applications. CORS defines a way for client web applications that are loaded in one domain to interact with the resources in a different domain. This is useful because complex applications often reference third-party APIs and the resources in their client-side code. For example, your application may use your browser to pull video from a video platform API, use fonts from a public font library, and display weather data from a national weather database. CORS allows for the client browser to check with the third-party server if the request is authorized before any data transfer. So if you have API, right? Let's say, because I had to add it to the migration of the quotes application. So, and I had to add CORS, and you can say, okay, who's allowed to be able to access certain endpoints, or you can say the whole everything, or certain, and who's not allowed to access it. So it kind of, in a way, it protects your APIs and from being cross-referenced, right? But to install this, we're going to say npm install CORS. We have to do that on the API layer, right? So so this is how we're gonna use it. We're gonna do var CORS require CORS, and then we're just gonna say use CORS as a whole. You can specify it down to the endpoint, but for now, to get started, we'll just do it on the actual whole application. So let's go over to here, and we need to go to this application actually, and then we're gonna do npm install CORS. Enter. And then we're going to, in this file right here, we're just going to do const CORS equals require CORS. And then we're just going to drop in, we're going to just drop it like it's hot right here, say app use CORS. Simple as that. All right. Let's go to, so let's rerun this one, right? And it's going to apply to the entire application by using like just use CORS. And I can even add this log here. I'm just gonna do CORS enabled. All right, just gonna do that, and we're gonna restart that bad boy right there. All right, so now if we go back to our browser and we go to here and we refresh, and we're not getting our CORS issue. Let me get the ID again. We get this ID for now. We're not gonna be searching by ID, definitely not. But if I drop this in here, and let me close this for now, and I do a search, and now we have a different error, which is good. I see. I don't mind errors. I don't mind errors because now it's just telling us that we have a different issue that we can figure out, but cannot read properties of undefined reading 0. All right, so there's something that's referencing to 0 inside of the front end now. So we just got to figure out where that's happening, right? So let's do that. So, and this is how I like to work on this stuff. I like to see the error and then fix the error and then get it to work. It's almost like test-driven development where you are, getting the errors. I mean, it's not test-driven development, but the concept is what I'm referring to, where I'm making it making it. I'm coding through failure, right? So I start something up, and then it fails, and then I'm like, all right, what can I do now, so that it works, right? So the data, right? The data. What I'm gonna do as well, I'm gonna just drop in a console.log response data, just so I can see what's coming in. I like to have the logs. This we're not gonna be using this for now. Let me see. Placeholder, search the word. Get meaning. So this is data.word. I don't know where they're getting this audio from. Well, they don't have. All right, cool. So let's just change this over here to economic indicator, like we have on the API.
Lunch break. Lunch break.
I'm probably gonna rename them as well, but I guess it's break time. I was right about to start it up again, but I guess it's break time. So we shall go to break. Let's go to break. All right. So we are at break. Let me see. Let me check the chat, and then we will have our topic for our first break. All right. So let me see. Ferris says that he can't wait until Saturday. Is toilet paper stock the move since people panicking and buying something made in the US of A? That's a good question. That is a great question. It's like they're finding a way to manufacture another pandemic. Interesting. Maybe a put on toilet paper on Charmin. Maybe that might be the move. On Yakar, what's the acronym for that sector? It's not an acronym. It's an abbreviation for something goods. I don't know, PPG or something. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know, but you know what I mean. Anyways, so let's get to my first topic. My first topic of tonight's break. All right, and I had a bunch of topics too that I could talk about, but let's talk about this. Right, professionalism and etiquette. What? So what about professionalism and etiquette? So I think that is there a need for etiquette classes and how to be professional and respectful? So I'll give you an example, right? A tale of two, and I've done this before in the past, right? But every time it happens, I have to bring it back up. So I'll give you two examples. Somebody reached out to me on LinkedIn, and they said that, they said hi. The first thing is they said hi. Imagine that. They said hi. You would think that in today's day and age, that would be like common courtesy, etiquette, and professionalism to say hello. Like, if you're going to be talking about it to somebody, start off with a hello. You know, you don't have to go and sing. You don't have to go sing the whole Lionel Richie song, hello, all that. Just say hello. So they start off with hi, and then they said that they hope that I'm doing well. Shout out to them. And then they got into whatever it is like that they want to talk about, right? And they told me the problem that they were having, all right? Which is, and the reason that they reached out to me because of that problem is because they said they saw my YouTube channel, this channel right here, and they saw an issue that I posted on a GitHub for Selenium Wire. For those who have been with me for a long time, you know that one of my first investigations that I started on this channel was with Selenium Wire. And they said they would really, really appreciate my help, right? And I was like, I'm game because, number one, you reached out, you introduced yourself, and you said this is why I'm reaching out to you. This is how I know of you. And I'm like, all right, cool, thank you. I really appreciate it. I
appreciate you.
And I was like, yeah, sure. What's the problem? And I'll do the best that I can do to help. And this is somebody reached out on LinkedIn, and they gave me more details about what was going on. And then I gave them some insights and pointers and stuff like that. And I am more than happy to do that. Especially like, don't threaten me with a good time. If you want us to figure out, remember, like when we first got started, I spent like a couple of weeks trying to figure out this Apache, no, not Apache Air. What is that thing called? It's for, like, if Mitch was here, he would be able to tell me. But Airflow. Like, we were trying to, me and Don were trying to set up a bunch of stuff to get to troubleshoot some Selenium Wire stuff, because somebody all the way from Japan, I think it was Tokyo, they said that they were trying to figure some stuff out with their data engineer and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. I had a great time, right? I didn't even start the clock. Let me start the clock, right? Let me start the clock. And I had a great time. I had a great time working on that. We weren't able to figure it out, but I did give them some pointers and things like that, right? So this person reaches out to me, and they detailed to me like all the issues, like what they're trying to do, what they're running into, and I'm like, all right, take a look at this, try that, and it's all right, cool, great. And I'm like more than happy to help, right? Now, on the other end, right? There will be other people who just reach out to me. I don't think I ever spoke to them before in my lifetime. Like, I mean, we haven't, because most people, like some people, right? They'll reach out to you, not even sending a friend request, saying hello. I mean, the basic thing, hello, like hello. And they just said they just jump straight into their needs. I was thinking about doing this. This is what I currently do. What do you think? And I'm like, what in the world? I'm like, just slow down real quick. But like I said, no introduction, like they didn't say like they're a subscriber. They don't say that they've been watching the channel. They're not even a free member that I know of in the Patreon. No, and they just boom. This is what I need from you. Like, can you take some time out of your, I guess, your not so busy schedule to figure out the things that I want to do with my life? And you know what? I'm gonna blame your car. I'm gonna blame your car. Why in the world am I blaming your car? Because your car is too nice. Your car is too nice. That's what I boil it down to. Your car is too nice, right? And I'm like, you got, like, at least let me know, like, at least let me know where you know me from. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it leads me to, like, I can only imagine how people reach out to my guy Yakar, right? I can only imagine, like, he probably just gets these random messages of like, oh, I want to do this, and knowing him, he probably responds because he's a good guy, right? Me, not so much, because, like, if I do respond, it'll probably be like after a while, because I'm just saying like, how did it go in Don't Be a Menace? How did it go in Don't Be a Menace? It's like, you gotta announce yourself. You gotta announce yourself. But do you understand what I'm saying though? Like, for me, like, and for me, like, once I know you, right? Once I know you, then don't need to because I am not a person for small talk, right? I told you guys this story about when I was working at a prior company, right? And I'll tell you, I'd get to work and I'm like, boom, let's just get to work. And certain cultural differences, in certain countries, where like people from certain countries, they'll get to work and then they have to like, chit chat for a whole hour, make their little coffee and walk around to every person, every friend that they have, because like they'll be like really, certain cultures are like very, very close friends, and they have to walk around to every single person and say hi. So like a whole 2 hours goes by, and they're saying hi, and that's the part that I never understood about like why do they like about being late, like because like if I was like 15 minutes late and I get to work 15 minutes late and I jump straight into work and I'm getting things done, but then you have other people who will show up like at 8 on the dot, but then they don't actually start working till 10 because they're making the rounds saying hi to every single person. That's neither here nor there. Sorry for the rant, right? Sorry for the rant. But
Get a move on. Back to work. Chop, chop. Let's go. Come on. Get a move on. Back to work. Back to work. Back to work.
But what I was saying though is like, so I get to work and I'm like, oh, and I see all the stuff I do. I'm like, hey, can you check this for me? And they're like, good morning to you too. I'm like, I said good morning on Monday. Today's Wednesday. Do I have to say good morning again? And we've been working together for like over a year now. Like I have to say good morning before we actually get into so I'm like, all right, fine. I always try to say good morning. But for people that I know, right? Like when I'm talking to your car, especially if it's like through messaging, I'm not gonna like I might like, oh boom, we need to do this, we need to do that. So I might not even thinking about that. But if I've never like imagine if I never met someone before and I just said, hey, can you do this for me? I'm like, and maybe because I am not the most social person, but I know how to interact with other people. Maybe because I've been in the corporate environment for the past 20 years. But I think that there needs to be some type of etiquette lesson or something on how to interact with other people. That's my thought. We got to do better. We have to do better because professionalism, etiquette, that's going to take you through how you present yourself out in public, on your resume, in your interviews, when you show up to work. All that stuff is looked upon. So that is my thoughts and feedback. You should be professional at all times and display etiquette at all times. You see, they need to bring back etiquette classes. They need to bring back etiquette classes, right? But those are my thoughts, all right? Let's wrap that up. All right, so let's see what we got. I think my guy is in the building. My guy Mitch is up in here. What's up, Mitch? His middle finger to the sky. Why would you do that? Why would you do that, Mitch?
How dare you?
Who does that? Mitch, I see they're trying to go after your guy. I feel bad. Hey. Says, did I see the video where they said guy friends like each other if they insult each other? When I saw that, I said, I hate that chump.
Let's get it.
They just don't understand us. They don't understand. I mean, look at that. If Mitch did not make fun of me, then we wouldn't be friends. That's how I know that like if I get it. I agree 150%. Maybe 149, but yeah. And he says, I am just a house cat. I don't go anywhere. I don't go anywhere. I just want to sit here and write code all day long. All right. And it says, you just evil. We know this. So you can say that, but I like how about you say I'm just busy? How about I'm too busy to not for someone not to say hello to me, right? That's my thoughts. That is my thought. You let me know what you think, Mitch. Let me know what you think, because see, Mitch, and I know you, Mitch. I know you because you are super duper private. We don't even know if you're a real person. Like, I still don't know to this day if Mitch is a real person. But yeah, he's going to say, I'm the house cat and I'm the evil one. Just saying. I'm just saying. All right. Let's jump into... Am I right, Mitch? Am I right? Tell me if I'm right or if I'm right. All right. Let's jump into our next segment, our next coding block.
Let's go!
All right, so I updated this economic indicator. I don't know what this means. And if we run that again, Ricardo, did you see when I was blaming you for you being too nice? So let's go over here. Is that the one? And if we put in here, and it's still failing. Why is it failing? I am over here. So we're still getting this failure. Cannot read properties of undefined. All right, let's do this. I am going to say I did do a console log here. I gotta go back and study this part of React again. Initial state, boom, boom. Search word, set search word. Get meaning. API glossary, search word. And if we look at here, API glossary, that's what it should be. Request params ID. All right, that's correct. Await. Let's do this real quick. Let's make sure that this is going to work in the... let's make sure if I take this right here and I put it here, let's make sure that we get that. All right, so that's good. All right, so that's what we want. All right, so we know our API is working as it should. So if we go over here into this, let's see, get meaning. So here, then the response would be let me put this up here. Just so because I'm trying to see if this is if it's even getting in here, because I want to see the console log. We know that Axios is working. And I'm going to say yes. And we're going to, so I'm just going to leave it on this screen. So, and I'm just going to do the search. I just want to see if the logging is working. I don't want to switch back and forth if the logging isn't working. See, the logging isn't working, so I want to see what's going on. Can't read properties of undefined. All right, so let's do... get localhost 3000 API glossary. Let me see. Let's just do console log response. Take data out of it. Because I just want to see if see, I'm not getting any logging. Axios get. So let's do this. Let's take it back to this. Let's hide this. And this was like 0. Let's rerun that. And this is like, and this is how I troubleshoot, right? So if we, let me see if anything's gonna show up in the log, because I need to see something in the log so I can know what direction I'm going in. See, I'm not getting any logging though. Why am I not getting any logging? That is weird. Console. All right, let's try this. Get meaning Axios get, then response. So let's do a quick search then. React, no console, log, console logging for React. Let me see, console log. If you're just after console log, I was triggered during the render. I was triggered during the component did mount. Maybe I can't. All right. Maybe I can't do it in the then, I guess, which I'm pretty sure I should be able to. But let's drop it over here then. Oh, no, it's not even the response at that point. But if data, oh, that data gets it. All right, so let's do this then. Data. Let's try that. And if we do here, I'm not getting any logging. That doesn't make any sense. Let me see if we do. Let me just try to put a console log over here. Test. Can you not put a console log in the return? This is weird. Oops. Let me try the console log over here. I'm just trying to get a console log. And stop laughing at me, your car. That is so weird. All right, let's see what's going on. Because I'm not seeing any console logs in React. All right. Mr. Magnetic says add console log into the then. I thought I did that though. I thought I did that. Had it like this. If that's even the console. Let me see. Let's see here. Axios. Log response. There you go. Line 21. That's what I thought. That's what I thought too, right? Although this should probably be response data though. But I'll rerun it just so you can see. Feel. I'm wondering if I'm even in the bright console. Let me try something. Let's go over to here. Let me do npm start. I don't trust React like that. All right, let me see here. So if I go here, see? Nothing. However, let me see something else. Inspect console. Ha, look at that. I have this test over here. Okay, so in the IDE, it's not logging it, but in the, that's weird. React is just weird, but in the IDE, it's not logging it, but it is logging it inside of the browser console, which, whatever, I guess that's good enough. So now let's go back and update this back to what we're trying to do, because I just want to see if we're getting this back. So I can, that's good enough. So it started. Let's try this. If we take this right here and we paste it in here and we do a search. Oh, so it is pulling the data. See that? Look at that. So it is pulling the data. Cool. Good. So now I am going to say data, set data to that, and then, am I double logging it? I'm going to say set data to that, and then if we look over here, data dot economic indicator. So this I wonder what this is. right, let's try that. So here we go and we search. All right, so we're getting this undefined, but let's see where this undefined is happening. 76 and 1. Oh, I see what's happening. So it's not, all right. It's not that, so it's happening. So this is where the error is happening, right? It's trying to load stuff that doesn't exist because, all right, so let's do, all right, let me see how we're going to do this. I got it now. I got it. So it was all right. So let's do source of data. And we're just going to do data. I should have did this. I don't know why I did the database like this. I should have did it as, I'm going to change it to camel case, but whatever for now. Data, and then we're going to do definition, like that. And then we're going to do example. And I could probably do a for each over here. But for now, we'll just do one of them for now. Maybe we'll do a H5. And we'll do zero examples, and then we'll do 0. Yeah, we'll do it for each to load each one of those. But we'll do, I think it's just example type. And we can get rid of that. And then we'll do the same thing with example explanation. And if we run that again, I guess we should just do it if we click over here. All right, cool. So now if we go back to this screen and we were to search for this ID, like we've been doing, and we go to here, I'm just gonna close that, and we go into here. What? How you like them apples? How you like them apples? So source of data. So the word weekly job, we don't need this little phonics thing over here, but U.S. Department of Labor. Definition, the U.S. Department of Labor initial jobless claims reports like account of how many people ask for help, blah, 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 blah. We have our trucking example, all of that good stuff.
We the best. Let's get it.
All right. And I guess while we're at it, we might as well make the loop happen. So let me search for a JavaScript. For loop, and I'm gonna go into here and say for I is, I could use that one. Let's go into this example right here. Gonna drop that bad boy, and we're gonna say, is this a JavaScript or is this a, yeah, it's a JavaScript loop. I know why it shows like what. Oh, no. Right, we have to do a React loop, actually. Let's search for a React. loop inside React JSX. And it's going to be you can basically use the same structure for JSX. We're gonna do
Lunch break! Lunch break!
we're gonna do a lunch break. Okay. What would be? We'll try it with this, I guess. Yeah, we'll try it with that. Oh, okay. So we need to. Okay, I see what we can do. We can do this outside of it and then return. All right, we'll figure it out. We shall figure it out. But we are making progress. We are making progress. All right, let's go to break. Let's go to break. Let me check the chat. Let me see. So, final package. No, not that. I know what you're talking about. Final package goods. That's a Saturday morning word. It's the like the consumer products, like the what are consumer goods called? I don't know. There's this other word I'm thinking about where they say or maybe that's what that company stands for. I don't know. There's this word. Consumer packaged goods, maybe? I don't know. There's a word I'm thinking about. It might be consumer packaged goods. Anyways. Mitch says that he's learning the FinOps methodology. Let me give him one of these. Hey. They killing your boy. Hey, but hey, how else are you gonna pay for the Lambo? How else are you gonna pay for the Lambo? Let me see. Greetings go a long way. Exactly, Yakar. Greetings go a long, long way. I'm just saying. Bruh. See, and this is how you do it. This is a prime example of how you do it. Cream, cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, y'all. Shout out to Mr. Magnetic. Says, hello, I'm new here. Welcome in to the family. Welcome in.
I appreciate you.
And Mr. Magnetic was giving us some insight, which totally right. And it turns out we did it. We actually did it right for the most part. We just we're looking in the wrong spot. It's like when you lose your keys, right? You're looking all over or when you lose your glasses, for instance, and you're looking all over the place for the glasses. And where are they? They're just sitting on top of your head, or you might be wearing them. Shout out to Mr. Magnetic, amazing. And Alexa said B. C. Hope. I don't know. Let me see. Maybe I said something. All right. Let's go to our second break time topic for today. So, I wanted to talk about natural and man-made disasters versus technology. Let's do about 5 minutes on that. Right. So, what about this? So, we just had the Hurricane Helene that just caused so much terror, right? And just the videos from that is so sad to see. And then we also have man-made disasters, and I'm gonna consider like the strikes that happen as man-made disasters, things that could be avoided, but people, their negotiations are negotiations. And then when you tie in a natural disaster with a man-made disaster, such as we have Hurricane Helene that just happens, or you have fires in California, or you have mudslides, whatever the disaster might be, right? And then you have people going on strike as the disaster is happening or shortly after, where things are on the docks and stuff like that and can't be delivered or can't be unloaded. And now I say, you know what? But there's another aspect of it. There's also technology. And just seeing how, and people, so many people, they despise Elon Musk, right? They despise Elon Musk. I forgot who I was talking to one time, but they were telling me that, I remember. They were telling me that Elon Musk was not that smart and that he just hires smart people. I'm like, are they confusing him with Mark Cuban? But me, I think, like, regardless of how you feel about Elon Musk, he is providing a private citizen, providing technology that I remember when in South Florida there was Hurricane Katrina. It didn't really impact South Florida, like it decimated Louisiana, New Orleans, right? But then a couple of weeks after Katrina, we had Hurricane Wilma. And while I don't know how it did like around other places, but down here in South Florida, a lot of places did not have power for a couple of weeks, but like the phone lines were down for a while. They came back on eventually. But like where I was staying, we didn't have power for like almost a week, and then, or maybe it might have been 2 weeks. And then the company that I was working for, they didn't have power for like a week and a half. And now when you think about, I mean, they use a generator, but they didn't have like, regular power. But when you think about Elon Musk and all the technology that he is enabling and getting, like the Starlink thing, right? For the people that I know in Haiti, like when I would go to Haiti, the internet was always trash, like so trash. Like I'm like, I can't even work with this. But now they have high quality internet because of Starlink. And thinking about like how the people in North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, where we're affected, right? Florida, where they didn't have forms of communication because power lines were out, whatever. They're getting delivered Starlink within hours in order to be able to communicate with one another, to have access to the world, all that stuff. Like, because those people literally were on an island, like literally on an island, and there was a need, and that's why I say, like, love him or hate him, he provided. And I can guarantee you this: what he provided is worth way more than $750. Way more than $750. And honestly, at no charge. What I heard, I could be wrong. What I heard is like, I don't even like pay what you can if you can, but try to get people reconnected. Because what about people
Get a move on, back to work, chop chop, let's go. Come on, get a move on. Back to work, back to work, back to work.
What about people who have family members? That just reminded me, I have to reach out to somebody over in South Carolina, but who have family members. I'll give you an example. When the earthquake happened in Haiti, right? My parents were over there, and my sister and I went like 4 days without actually knowing, like hearing from them, to get confirmation that they were okay. Like we had spoken to some other family members, which said that they were okay, but we never actually spoke to them ourselves until like 4 days had passed. Because there was like all the servers were down, and so I'm just thinking like, and now when the dock workers are like, oh, trying to ban automation. And I was saying the other day, like, all right, fine. If we need to make that agreement for the next 7 years, I guarantee you on year 7, day 1, or year 8, day 1, that I'm unleashing all of I'm already planning and plotting for my automation task force. I have my Tesla human droids. I have my lifting arms and all that type of stuff, and I have a crew of engineers who know how to operate those things and how to operate the software. Because and then you have to think where there could be, back in the days, people could get really, really hurt on the job. And now those the different tools that firefighters use, for instance, that's technology. Like the face mask that they use, that's technology. The oxygen tanks, that's technology. So technology is coming. You can try to fight it. You can continue to ride the horse and buggy, but technology is coming. And it's going to help. Because disasters are going to happen, right? But how can the technology help prevent and alleviate those disasters while the people who are supposed to be preparing and mitigating those circumstances, they're on a beach. They're on a beach. They're on a boat. I don't know. I appreciate technology and the people who make it happen. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to get left behind. I'm going to learn how to use it, how to contribute to it, how to make the world go round. And guess what? It also makes things cheaper. It also makes things cheaper. So either you evolve or you will devolve. Those are my thoughts. Let's see what we got in the chat before we get back to it. Your car says, wow, they are throwing hurricane parties in Florida. I will not confirm nor deny if I've ever participated in one of those. All right. Hey. I will not confirm nor deny it. And Mitch says, where that griot at? Shout out to that griot. Although your car says that shouldn't eat pork, but it is what it is. It says they are going back to work tomorrow. Probably will happen again in January. Did something happen? Did somebody force them to go back to work? Was there some type of executive order? What happened? I did not. When did they make that declaration? Your car says, check my Discord. Let me see, what does my Discord say? Your car says in the Discord. Why you sent me that? Why did you send me that, your car? Why did you send me that, your car? Why? That's terrible. The strike is, wait, how could the strike be over, but they're going is it postponed or is it over? Because if it's going to happen again in January, did they just postpone it? I did not see that. Let me take a look. Dock strike. Let me see. It's suspended. Tentative agreement includes 62% pay. Good Lord, that's a lot of money. 62% pay increase. Well, hey, if you can get it, then get it. They suspend the strike until January 15th to allow time to negotiate. Gotcha. Well, I think, but you know who I blame for this? You know who I blame for this, Mitch? I blame whoever is in charge because they should have been prepared for it. They should have been prepared for it. Just saying, they should have been prepared. That's my thoughts on it. All right, let's get to our. I guess we'll end the show early. We'll get to I'm get to one more, or maybe I'll do the next one. I don't know. But January, it's so funny. It's so funny how it's suspended until January 15th, right? Time to negotiate. What happens on January 20th, huh? What happens on January 20th? Inauguration, and whoever is going in, if something does not get agreed upon, it's going to start a hellish. It's going to be a hellish way to start the new administration, whoever that is. But whatever happens, I don't feel sorry for anybody. All right, let's continue with the show.
It's time to do.
So I'm happy. I am happy because we have. By the way, I'm gonna throw this out in the chat real quick, right? Mitch, Yakar, Alexis, Mr. Magnetic, if you're into wrestling, what did you guys think of Rey Mysterio Jr.? Did you like him or did you not like him? Let me know, right? Let me know. We'll talk about that as we wrap up the show today. But I'm just curious, what did you guys think about Rey Mysterio Jr.? All right, let's go to over here. So there's a couple of things. Maybe I'll do an extra segment. I don't know. But we're looking at. So I'm happy. I don't like that it's centered, but that's not a big deal right now. I do. What do you guys think about that? Mitch, your car. What do you guys think about the dictionary? I don't like the background is not extending like it should. Maybe I'll just do. I don't know. I figure out the back. Anyways, whatever. I'm getting distracted. Let's do. All right. So we want our loop to happen. Let me see. So you can basically use the same structure when working in JSX. Return rows. I guess let's try that. Let's see. All right, let's go to. Where would I drop that in here? On click get meaning. Texture your card. Texture like a wallpaper? That's so, texture is so 1987. My goodness, your car. Wanting to add wallpaper. All right, let's see. Why would I do that? I don't like that one. Oops. Let's see. Oh. I'm looking at this over here. Return animal map. Oh yeah, okay, I can put so that's what it is. In React you can put like the functions inside of here. Let's see. All right, let's try that. let's go with let's go here. We're gonna say const, and we'll say example list equals props, I guess. All right. I guess I'll just call it render list. We'll follow what that says here. And we will do const examples equals let me see, and we will use data dot, and it's going to be data dot examples. All right, so we got data dot examples, and then we are going to go to over here, and we're going to say, let's see if that's going to work. Where did animals come from? Oh. Examples dot let me see. Map. Let me see. Why is it not finding the examples? Const props, const animals. Oh, okay, I see why. Hold on. My bad. Let me see. Hold on. That's not right. All right, hold on. Let me see. Let's do that. And if we go down in here, examples.map, and we say, I don't think it's going to work, to be honest with you. Oh, wait a second. We do that, and we say example is like that, and we do open that. Okay, so we need to have the H5 on the inside and not on the outside. All right, and we need to do example dot example type, and we're gonna just take this right here, drop it in here, and something's wrong. All right, hold on. What did I do wrong? All right. That just shows my lack of React knowledge, of course. How do I get it in there? Let me see. Must be enclosed or wrapped in a tag. Did you want JSX fragment? All right, I figured that part out. But let's get this done at least. Example explanation. So this should be good. Now we just got to figure this part out. Expected close. Let me see. Let's look at. How could I have 2 in there? Well, let's just do 1 for now, at least. Let's do 1 for now. And let's get that to work. So that did not work. Oh, because I know why. I didn't have this wrapped like that. That's why. So let's go back. And we're here. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Do we have a second one there? Only have 1. We should add another one in there. What? All right. So I can't. All right. I don't have a update method yet. So let's do this. Let's do a post for the glossary. And we're going to add a second one. Let me close this. We're going to add a second one, right? And I'm going to go to the actual Urban Dictionary, or this one. And let me see. We didn't have a description of it? Hold on. Weekly. All right, whatever. We'll just do a, let's say, nursing example. Nursing example for test. All right. So I guess I'll do 4 on this one, and we send it, and we have that. So now if we take this ID and we go over here and we go over here and we search, boom, 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 boom.
Are you ready?
All right. So now we need to get the this part done. And I need to know why that's happening. Maybe I need to do, no, I can't do 2 of them because it's gonna loop both. All right, so let's take a look at how do we get both in there. Let me see. All right, how are we going to get HTML inside of the, how are we going to get HTML inside of, like, multiple HTML? Oh, sure. Let's see. So let's say HTML inside of React map. Div dangerously set. Not really. Let me see. Let me see. You can use div. Let me see something. If I was to go to, did you want JSX fragment on, what, just like this? Oops. What do you mean by JSX fragment? Let me see what that means. Adjacent JSX elements must be wrapped in enclosing tag. I don't know what that means yet. All right, let's see what let's search for that. Let's go to adjacent JSX. All right, there goes our error. All right, so what does that mean? Wrong. Okay. Return. Oh, is that right? I don't see exactly how. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, I think I see. I think I see it now. Let's go to let's go to or not. Let me see. Ah, that looks like I got it. I have never seen that part before, but it is what it is. All right, cool. Let's try that. And it's going to restart. We are going to go over to here. And we have our examples. Let's talk about that. So we are successfully getting the content from our database. And we have our definition. We have our example, our trucking, or we have our examples. Let me see how it looks with a left justification. I'm just gonna go here. And we're gonna go to left. Yeah, I like the left justification better. Let me update that. I hope Mitch and your car are happy. You guys got what you were asked for. Left or no? Center. What did I change? Text. Align. Where is that coming from? Oh, app.css. Left. And if we go over here, we should be good to go. Oops. So we have our API that has the get endpoint, but this is not the way that we're going to do it. We want to be able to do a search. Last time we were trying to do the search, we were getting an error where the we're getting an error where the I'll show you, like the indexing stuff was off. I don't know, but this is good. Let's go to. All right, I think this is good. So we know that we have our front end working, although your car is not pleased with the way that it looks with the stuff. But I am not a UI designer, so if you guys don't give me exactly, I'm just a web developer. If you don't give me exactly how you want it to look, then it's gonna look as crappy as it looks now. I'm just saying. It is what it is. It is what it is. I am not a graphically inclined person. All right, let's go to here, and let's try to figure out this search stuff. Let me see. We're trying to do
Lunch break! Lunch break!
We're trying to do a search where it was flexible. But we'll figure that out after break. We'll figure that out after break. How much time is left in the show? Let me see. How much time do we have left today? 16 minutes. Let's do. I don't know. I do kind of want to work on this a little bit more. Let's just keep working for a little bit. Let's keep working for a little bit, and then we'll wrap up the show. There's only 60 minutes left. All right, so I'll throw up a 5-minute timer, right? I don't know what timer I want to use. Whatever. Don't worry about the timer. Let's. Actually, I'll put up. Yeah, don't worry about the timer. I'll monitor it, right? With like 10 minutes to go, we'll start wrapping up the show. But I do want to work on this one over here, right? So let's go back to our API because we already have our front end connected to our back end, but we don't want to have to use. Like, it's not that we want to. We can't use the ID because who knows the IDs, right? So let's do a search on this endpoint, and we get it's supposed to be a GET request. And we get an error on the database, right? So it's saying that input must be a 24 hex string. At path ID for model dictionary. However, if we are doing it in the Alexis, blame Mitch and your car for your painful evening tonight, having to put up with Mr. Ferris. They always ask for him, and then when he comes, he wreaks havoc. I'm just saying. All right, let's open up Mongo Compass. Question for you, Alexis. Seeing what we've been doing tonight and what and the path that you've been on in your recent endeavors, does this stuff make a lot more sense to you now? Does this make a lot more sense now to you? Where is Mongo? Let me see. Have a good night, Ferris. Good luck on those 10 jobs of yours. Don't worry, Ferris. Mitch will be missing you tomorrow. Like, have you heard? Like, give him like 2 days. Have you heard from Ferris? Is he okay? Is he okay? That's how they be. All right. What? All right. Let's close this. Let's close that. First, are you talking to Mitch and your car, or are you telling me? Let me see. I think we're looking at this one. Or not. Maybe we're looking at this one. All right, there we go. Let me see. So if we were to search, what I'm going to do is the same type of search that I'm doing in the only physically, Ferris, only physically. Let's go to search for jobs. Find. Let me do search for nursing. Nope. Let's see. What was he? I did have nursing in there. Week. All right. I guess I'm not searching on the example field. Am I? I should be. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. Let me see. Where's the definition? Let's search for the word initial. That's there. So now when we're passing the same search, we're doing the same search over here, and it fails. Where is it failing? In Mongoose. Search message format undefined. Search object ID. Let's go with input must be 24 character hex or an integer. So dictionary find. Oh, we could do, all right, I got it. So let's say we do Mongoose find exclude fields. How to exclude a particular one field from a collection in Mongoose. If we do I guess dot select minus ID. So if we go here, let's try that. Dot select minus ID. Let's try that, right? And I'll just leave it on here. I'm not gonna switch the screens. Let's see if we do that. Still no. Query exec, the find one. It's still trying to use the ID. All right, let's keep looking. We're so close, so close. should be find select. Use the minus sign to exclude a field. That's what I'm doing. Let's say we just exclude ID on filter. On find filter. Let's try that. Let's see. Find exclude ID. Oh, gotcha. Let's try that. If we, all right, let's get rid of this. And then we do, wait, no, but that might be what it's returning to you though. Let me see. ID 0. Let's see what happens with that. I'll leave it here. And I'm going to go here. Still. Something is... Alright, so let's do Mongoose search query exclude ID. Gotta figure that part out, because when I search it in Compass, it doesn't happen, but I'm getting this error. Oh, let me see this. Search that real quick. Okay, cool. This might do it. It may be with how you arrange your routes in the server-side code. To search goes first, and then all right. No, we'll try that real quick. Let's try that really quick. If we rearrange that, that would be super weird if that was the case, I must say. But they said put that first. I'd actually be upset if that was the case. Let's go to here. And I'm just going to do the search here. It worked. It worked. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Shout out to Stack Overflow. Shout out to Stack Overflow. So now, let's go over to here. And let's go over to here. And we do, real quick, we're going to do, I'm going to remove that play audio thing. Get rid of that. Oops, more than that. Get rid of this whole thing over here. And we're going to go up here and we're going to say search slash or question mark search term equals. And now the only all right, so It's not going to work out exactly as we want right now. But we can say for the time being, we can say set the response to the first one, and then what we'll do next week, we'll set the loop up for it, where it will show all of the ones that have that term, and then when we can click on it, that'll take us to a page directly for that. So that's what I'm thinking. Anyways, or we can collapse and stuff. I don't know. We'll figure that part out. That's more on the way we want it to work. But no biggie. All right, so now let's go over here. And let's go over here. Let's refresh this page. And let's search for job lists. What? Look at that. Let's search for department. What? Look at that. Let's search for truck driver, maybe? Let me see. Does truck driver work? No truck driver. So we need to add something for if it doesn't find something to return, nothing was found. But that's good though. This is great. This is absolutely amazing. We'll go back to jobless. But I'm so happy to see this. I am so happy to see this coming along. All right. Let's wrap it up then. Let's wrap it up. All right. Just gonna put this topic really quick. We're just gonna touch on it really quick, right? And then we're gonna talk about Rey Mysterio Jr. Why am I talking about Rey Mysterio Jr.? Because some of his matches he became a champion at some point, believe it or not. But final thought for today from me: reshape your approach. All right. And I'll probably do a longer video on this for Monday's Candid Conversation. But I will give this jiu-jitsu example. So I was rolling or sparring with a fairly new enough person, less than a year. And we're sparring yesterday, and I sweep them, I roll them over, and they made this sound of like I don't know, not hurt, but like just a sound, right? I'm like, what's wrong? And they said, nothing, just frustrated. I'm like, don't get frustrated. Don't get frustrated because
Yo, the sound is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
I'm like, don't get frustrated because you're learning something new. And I have over 4 years of experience now, like going on 4.5 years of experience. You have less than a year. So I know a lot of different ways to get out of positions and do stuff, and you're learning. And so when I say reshape your approach, one thing which I apply this for everything that I do, right? Whether you see how we work here, like just keep figuring it out, keep trying new things and searching and stuff like that. That's like, I do that for everything. So I remember when I started jiu-jitsu and I started sparring, the higher belts, they would like destroy me every single time. But I had to reshape my thinking. I said, you know what? I need to strategize to the point of I need to redefine what winning is in this particular circumstance. Because there is no way that I'm going to have what most people consider success against someone who's been doing it for like 3-4 years now, and I'm like 6 months into it. So I said, you know what? Here's what winning is going to be to me, right? if they would do something to submit me in 30 seconds after we get started, well, let's go again. Let's do it again. And this time I want it to take 35 seconds, 40 seconds, 45 seconds, all the way until like that same, because and they'll do the same exact move over and over and over, right? And I say, you know what? I just needed to take a little bit longer for them to submit me, just a little bit longer. And all the way to the point where they couldn't use that same move on me anymore, and they would have to move to a different move, and that different move would work. And I'm like, all right, and that's how I learned to be very, very defensive in jiu-jitsu. But I had to reshape my approach and my thinking to redefining what victory and what winning was to me. And that's what I did. I redefined success. And so I was telling the person, like, you can't get frustrated for something that you're learning. You need to see things differently where you are looking to learn in every opportunity. And for me, like when I'm training with somebody and they submit me, I'm like, wow, that was pretty cool. And I'm like, and I study it to see how did they do that and how can I prevent it. I don't get upset. I'm like, all right, cool, great. And because some people are like, oh my God, I did this against you. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's get because I show absolutely no emotion. And that makes people, that kind of upsets people because I'm like, they'll do something and like, they're like really super excited and proud of themselves. I'm like, all right, cool, let's go. You know? So my thing is like, you need to understand what success is. I'll use a baseball example. A lot of times people they want to come up to the mound and they just want to hit a home run on every single at bat, right? Instead of, sometimes you got to bunt. Sometimes you got to hit a single to get on base. Not everybody, but people like Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, all cheaters, by the way, from what I've heard. But people like them, they get and whoever the new baseball players are, they'll get they get people like so excited with people get so excited with home runs that's all you're looking for, instead of like people who actually, because I'm not a baseball person, right? But people like Mitch who understand the game, where like I remember I had like my cousins, they got into baseball at a time and they would be able to see exactly if a pitch was a ball or a strike, and I had no idea how they were like, there's an imaginary box there, and I had no idea how to do it. But they like that, you appreciate all the details and you see, okay, what's the best strategy here and there and stuff like that. And when you think about a Stephen Curry, Caitlin Clark, when they're shooting from 35 feet, shout out to Mitch and 35 feet, then like you miss all the finer details. And for me, I'm like, when you have like these little kids, all they want to do is shoot 3-pointers, instead of learning how the game is played, so that's why for me, I'm like, you got to reshape your approach. Stop trying to win in the way, like, if you want to win, right? If you want to win, go to competition. Simple as that. If you're looking to win, you don't do that during training in the gym. You go to training, you go to the gym to learn. You go to competition to compete, because you're going with the same people every single day. You start learning their moves. You start learning the things that they do. If you want to have a real victory, you go to competition. You sign up for competition and you fight with those people. Like now, like when I'm sparring and stuff like that, it's to get better. It's to try different things. You might think, oh, I did a great move. Wow. And that's why for me, like, I never really cared if like in training, I end up getting some type of submission or something like that, because I don't know what the other person is doing. I don't know if they're trying to work on a different position, a different move, a different guard. I don't know. So I'm like, I'm doing what I'm doing, and they're doing what they're doing, and I'm trying to learn. They're trying to learn. We're all trying to get better. So that's why I say you got to reshape your approach. Redefine what winning actually is. Right? That's my thought. Reshape your approach, and then you will see success upon success upon success. All right?
Let's get it.
All right. As we wrap it up, let me check the chat, and then I'll talk about Rey Mysterio. All right? So let me see. Your car wants some background texture. We'll figure that out. And they said about Rey Mysterio, he was all right. He was quiet. It says you probably like him because he's another one trying to fight tall but small. And 619, let me see when the star was born. And Alexis says, if she has to hear that damn laugh one more time.
Do not come.
I hear you. Let me see. Let me see. Your car says yes, texture. Not in the wallpaper way though. Black background or white background. Use words in a small font, highlighting certain words by changing the color to contrast. Sure. I'll do my best. I'll do my best, Yukari. You know me, Yukari. You remember, you do the graphics, I do I do the coding work. Oh my god. Let me see. Yeah, Ferris is disappointed that the strike is over because he bought 1,000 toilet. You might need it in January. Alexa says, all I see is Kamala before I close my eyes, and I hear that laugh. Thanks to Ralph. Oh, you're welcome. You are welcome.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Mitch is celebrating. Mitch is celebrating Ferris's departure. Ferris is tired of the abuse. Slaves were emancipated only in their minds, or only physically. Let me see. And Alexa says, I legit can follow along now. We're going to talk about that. We are going to talk about that, Alexis, but I am super duper proud of you. It says, what made you get into jiu-jitsu? So, a couple of things, right? Right before pandemic started, I was listening to Jocko Willink and David Goggins. And Jocko was always talking about jiu-jitsu. We rescued my wife's cousin right as the pandemic was starting, and then that ended up being with a 2-year ordeal. But she also wanted to try out jiu-jitsu, so as soon as Florida opened back up, early June, we went and tried a class, and the rest from there is history. For me, my wife started jiu-jitsu like 2 weeks after we started. She quit like maybe 6 months, not she meaning my wife's cousin, quit like 6 months into it, maybe something like that. But my wife and I have been doing jiu-jitsu ever since then. So we're at like about 4.5 years now. Let's see what else we got. Mitch says, I'd rather read one page 100 times than 100 pages one time. That's a good point. Baseball, get that single. People don't understand strategy, Mitch. People don't understand strategy. Strategy says full count 3-2, and the bases are loaded. Imagine this, Mitch. What if you just needed one run or two runs, like 2 runs to win the game, 1 run to tie it at least, right? And you go and you try to hit a home run with the bases loaded, 3-2 count, right? And they catch the ball like at the wall, like over the wall. You know how they do those catches, or they do one of those flipping catches and stuff like that. Here's a question about those flipping catches, Mitch. How do they know he actually caught the ball if he fell over it? Like, he could have dropped the ball like after flipping over and then coming back up with it. Do they have cameras in there to watch that? I don't know. I don't know why that came up to my mind, but it did. Because those are the coolest catches, but when they flip over, how do you know they held onto the ball? So I don't know. Let me see. And it says, oh wow. Yeah, I want to know what's oh wow too. What's oh wow, Alexis? What is oh wow? I'll be trying to hit the home run. I'm like, wait, we need a single to win. All right, let me try to get that single for us to get to win the game instead of trying to hit that home run. You know, try to get all the glory and stuff like that. Trying to be like Steph Curry, when he, you know. But what ends up happening is Kyrie Irving hit that step back 3 to go up 5. After LeBron pinned the ball to the backboard, that 1 year that the Cleveland Cavaliers won the championship. Although there was a lot of cheating involved in that series, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let me see. It better be 1 out if that happens. Says, yeah, they can see in the major leagues. All right, cool. Well, oh yeah, Rey Mysterio. All right. Before, I was never really a fan of Rey Mysterio. He was like when you see him like going over like the great Khali and John Cena and all these people that they have him going against, and I'm like, I wasn't a fan of him like that. Him and his stupid mask, like, I don't know. I wasn't a fan of him like that. He was. I kind of like watching his matches, some of his fights. I'm like, I hope you lose. I'm a hater, but I'm like, I don't. Like, it's just so annoying. He's like a little mosquito. Like he'll be running and they just catch him. Like he'll try to jump out people. They just catch him. Like I was like, oh my god, like this is annoying. This is so annoying. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. It says I'll put on the fences before I'm signaling up a home run. I like the movie Fences too, by the way. And it says his son wrestles. Rey Mysterio's son's. So what? Rey Mysterio, the second, I guess would be his name. He wrestles. I don't know. I don't know. It was just annoying. Just while I was watching some of his matches the other day, it was just annoying. It was just annoying today. Anyways, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really, really, really appreciate you guys. I hope you guys had some fun. Him and Kane had a tag team match. I think. I feel sorry for Kane. All right. You know, as we like to wrap it up, I have a question for you. As always, did you guys have fun? Did you have fun?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I had a marvelous time. I'm so happy that this is coming along. So next week we're gonna implement the loop to show all the words, and then maybe we'll create like a link to get the individual. I don't know. We'll figure out how we'll do that. Maybe we'll do some type of expansion type thing. I don't know. We'll figure out some cool thing to do so that we can. I mean, there shouldn't be that many results anyways. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out, right? But that being said, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys know. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Today's price is not tomorrow's price. However, we don't have to suffer because the ports are back open. We will have produce in the supermarkets. Ferris did end up buying 1,000 packs of toilet paper for nothing. Hopefully he put the put call on it. All right. So You guys know.
One more thing. Price of the brick going up.
The price of the brick is always going up. But on that note, this is Tech Coach Ralph. We are out.
It doesn't matter what you think.
And
If you smell what the rock is cooking.
out.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again! Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.